Good morning, welcome to vlog number 3. This is Lenzie Moss Nature Reserve. When I heard it was going to be -4 this morning, I decided to head here because it's a big massive expanse of peat fields, so it's covered in Scottish heather as well, so I knew that the heather would be frozen, and apart from that the light coming through before the sun came up would be gorgeous, and I'm really glad it did because it's absolutely beautiful. It's like a winter wonderland here. So as you can see behind me, that's Campsie Fells. I haven't taken a shot of them yet because the light's just too harsh over that way, it's very direct. I'm preferring the sort of softer light, which is over this way, which I'll just show you there. So literally I've already set up a composition. I'm taking a photograph of the tree with the very last of the sort of hazy light hitting it, and the foreground we have a sort of iced over puddle, some heather, some reeds. It's just a stunning, it's like a postcard, you can't get any better than that. So here's the camera. So literally I'm taking 2 compositions. We've got one landscape, one portrait, because I can't decide what I like better, so generally I'll take one each so that when I get it back into Photoshop or whatever I'm using, I can then look at the 2 different files and decide which one I prefer. Yeah, so I'll crack on and take this picture, and then we're going to go to another location quite close by actually, called the Gadloch, which I'm hoping, because the trees are so high, they'll actually block some of that sunlight coming through, so we might still get some of that mist on the water. So fingers crossed, but we'll catch up in a wee bit. Welcome to location number 2. This is the Gadloch, just beside Lenzie and Royston and things near Glasgow. I've had this photograph in my head for ages, so I'll show you the scene behind me just now. I have to watch my feet because the closer I walk, the more I'm walking on the reeds, which as a photographer, you know, keep yourself safe at all times. So that behind me is my view, which is amazing. It's not that quiet, I can hear ducks, swans, cars, but if you look that way you can see the Campsies are still behind me. Literally what I've done is I've taken some of the water's edge, which comes round in a sort of curvy line, which then joins into some smaller reeds, which then joins into some beautifully backlit longer reeds, which still have a wee bit of hoarfrost on them. And then behind that you've got the tall I think the pine trees, which has the sun coming through it. So there is definitely a nice photo here. So we're going to move on to another location which I scouted the other day. It's actually up the Campsie Hills, so providing my car gets up that hill, because it doesn't like driving in the snow or the ice, we're going to head back to Campsie Glen, which is about 10 minutes drive from here. It's not far. So we'll move on to the next location and see what the road's like. I might not get up it, but we'll see what the road's like. Welcome to location number 3 on our wee stroll about the winter wonderland that is Campsie Glen. We've now moved up into the hills. As you can see, we're in the Campsie Fells now. The Campsie Glen didn't really have a lot of light. There was broken clouds and there's a bit of sunlight coming through, but because it's really deep in the valley there wasn't really an awful lot of light getting through to it, so we decided to ditch that location and come up into the hills, so that if there was any light, it's going to hit these hills first, which it has been lovely. Nice and quiet. We had a wee bit of sort of very diffused light at the moment. As you can see behind me where I'm shooting, there's a lot of kind of cloud up on the top of the hills, a bit of mist on top of the hill still, because the temperature's dropping back down again. what I've got here is a vertical panorama, which I don't normally do, but I don't feel like a wide angle lens would do this any justice, because it would just get, I think you would lose the river here. So I'm going to do a vertical panorama, run about 50mm, shooting at 50mm, and let's see, ISO is 320, we're shooting at f6.3, 200th of a second. As I said, it's very diffuse light, we don't really have a lot of light just now. I'm waiting for it because it looks like it's about to crack over the hill there, so I'm just waiting to see if it does. If it does, it might give the water a really nice orangey glow, so I'll just wait here until it does it. But that's my settings, that's what we're going for. The river, as you can see, has a bit of an S bend on it. It's about -2 here just now, so yeah, it's very, very cold. I think my hair is actually starting to freeze. I'm sure I saw some icicles hanging off it earlier. Alright, so I'll just wait for the cars to go by there. We're going to focus stack this picture. I'll probably start from the bottom where the river is. I don't know if you can see that on there. And then focus on the rocks in the river, and then just work my way up. So that's the first shot done. And then up to about here, and then focus on that part of the river. I hate that noise. Right, and then straight back up again. As I said, I don't usually do vertical panoramas, but it just seems to work better for these sort of styles of photos where you want to try and get everything in a square formation. If you've got a square format in mind, I find these work quite well. Right, almost at the hill. I'm just going to focus on the fence up there, because the wee fence just leading you up the hill, and then finally the top. Oh, my fingers are freezing. The top of the hill. Probably leave a bit of a gap there as well, so I've got a bit of cropping room. Here's the top of the hill. There we go. So hopefully when I stitch all them together in Photoshop, we might get something lovely, we might not, but you never know. Right, as it happens, as it always happens, walking back to the car, I followed the river down a wee bit, and it has big, huge chunks of ice on it. It looks like something out of Iceland. It's amazing. So with all the patterns in the ice following through, of course the sun came out for the 10 seconds that I needed it to, so it lit up the ice with a beautiful sort of orangey colour. But yeah, I really did not expect to get that photo, but I'm really glad I did, because it's kind of might have even bettered the last photo that I've just taken. So we'll see how it looks. It might be rubbish on the computer, but never know. So yeah, I'll end this here. I'm going to go back up the road and get some coffee and heat up a bit. But once again, I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog. I'll be uploading every Tuesday at 6 PM, so make sure you tune in. And until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye!